Edema is your loved one's legs swelling up, their feet swelling up. Let's talk about it. Guys, I'm sorry if the lighting is a little off. I got the sun coming in. I'm trying to do the best I can, okay? Um, when my mother was alive, she had issues with edema. The legs would swell up, the feet would swell up. Now, I think some of the things I've learned along the way was that, we used to give my mom, we spent tens of thousands of dollars on my mom having the snacks and foods that she wanted. But I think you have to be careful, guys. Things like certain sports drinks. I don't want to name any names because I don't want a copyright strike. But certain sports drinks, caffeine drinks, sugary drinks, drinks that have a lot of sodium in them or sugar, especially sodium, as I think that's probably a contributor to edema, right? I'm not a doctor, so this isn't medical advice. If something's happened to you or your loved one and you need help, contact your doctor who can help you. Okay? I'm just sharing my personal experience. So we cut out the sports drinks because they had extra sodium. We cut out the breads and went from whatever sodium was in the bread to no sodium bread. And we gave my mother sandwiches on, wow, it's getting dark here, huh? No sodium bread. And we cut out the peanut butter, so there's no sodium. We had fruit bars, we cut those out. We made her some things at home, or we find things with no sodium. It's really important to try and cut out and eliminate as much sodium as possible from a person's diet. I really apologize for this lighting stuff. I thought I had it just right. But as long as you can hear my voice, I'll work on it in the next video. Anything to drink, anything to eat, try to cut down that sodium level so you or your loved one isn't having a high intake of or excess. Speak to the doctor naturally to see what the limit is, but don't bring in drinks and snacks and things that have a lot of sodium, because that may be contributing to your loved one's edema. Okay? And you should have that discussion with your loved one's doctor or your doctor, and ask your doctor or your loved one's doctor if such and such product. Write down 5 or 6 and give it to the doctor and say, could these things be contributing? You can even help the doctor out a little. You can write down the amount of, this sports drink, and write down how many milligrams of sodium it has, and just do it all the way down, and see what the doctor says. All natural organic juices, just juice, that's all it is in the bottle. It might cost anywhere from $5 to $12 a bottle, but you know what? It lasts a while. If your loved one or you like, pomegranate, blueberry, cranberry, whatever it may be, put in this much in the bottle and fill the rest with water. My mother used to drink it all the time. It still had a sweet taste. Sometimes we took a little stevia, shook it on. She drank it. It gave her a little sweet taste. She loved it. And we could see visually, right? I mean, that's how we see, right? Sorry, not trying to offend anybody. We could see her legs thinning and her feet going down. And, sometimes you have to wrap legs and put the socks on. And, my mother wasn't crazy about that. She didn't like that idea, And a lot of people with dementia and other things like that, they don't want to wear those things. So even if you see yourself, if your legs are swelling or whatever like that, try to cut out some sodium products, cut out some sugar stuff, cut out the fats. Speak to your doctor, visit your doctor, see what your doctor says, see what their doctor says. Because again, I'm not giving medical advice, I'm not a doctor. I just want you to know that my personal experience with my mother was good. The pee pills help a lot, but they're constantly peeing. which in turn could lead to UTIs, urinary tract infections. So you want to try to provide good, healthy beverages and snacks for someone who may be living with or experiencing edema. And maybe it's a congested heart failure thing too. I can't remember what the doctor said. I think it might have some, whatever it is. If your loved one is older or you're older and you happen to be watching this video and you might have congestive heart failure and the doctor says that contributes to edema or both or whatever, I don't know. Whatever it is, try to eat the healthiest foods you can. Don't add salt to anything. Don't eat salty foods. Try to find something else to flavor your food. Maybe garlic, maybe pepper, maybe ginger. I love ginger. A little ginger in it and a little garlic. Great flavor. Now that doesn't mean that I don't eat things with sodium. And of course, I'm 61. I need some sodium. Right? I'm almost 61. So edema, swelling, whatever that, if the doctor tells you, the nurse tells you, cut back on sodium products, do it. And that doesn't mean, I found with my mother, the best results was not going from 5 Gatorades. Oh, I slipped and made a boo-boo. Not going from 5 of those types of drinks to 2 a week. I just cut them all out. All right, so sports drinks, anything with a lot of sodium, cut them out completely. Go to the stores and get the all-natural juice that just says ingredients, cranberry juice, ingredients, orange juice. That's it. Put a little in at the bottom, put the rest of it water, put a little stevia, and see if your loved one likes that. You know, and then cut the sodium out of the bread. No sodium bread, no sodium peanut butter. You start doing that, because that's going to help, because they'll get low sodium meals at the home or wherever they are, right? So you just don't want to add too much. Anything you can do, even excess sugar, if you can cut a lot of that out, that's going to help you or your loved one. Now, some people like to bake. You can bake your own foods, muffins and things like that. I know some people that bake things and products and bring them into the nursing home, assisted living for their loved ones, but they use like stevia instead of sugar. They don't use Splenda, they don't use NutraSweet, they use stevia, you know, and instead of egg yolks, they use something else, or they just use the egg whites. You can make a healthy snack that tastes good. You can add a couple of drops of honey and stir it around. They can taste good, they can be healthy. It can be low in fat, low in carbohydrates, low in sugar, or no sugar. And that can really, truly help the elderly disabled. All right, guys, so today is December 12th, 2024. Merry Christmas. I hope you're doing well. I hope that these tips will be able to help you and, you know, save you some frustration and help you or your loved one to feel a little bit better. Again, speak to the doctor. Doctor is always the best one to speak to. And I'll try to leave a few links in the description box below so that you can click on those links that can give you more information about edema and maybe its causes and things like that. Okay? So guys, take care of yourselves. You're beautiful people wherever you are.